Uh, you've coached two great players, two really great players. You had Harden and you had Kevin Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between the two players are
Kevin is a pass first guy. Kevin is absolute, James is a scorer. And and there's nothing wrong with being a scorer, but scorers have a different mentality, as you know, Max. James can go out and get 10 assists any night he wants. The guy's got phenomenal vision. When he first got to Houston, when I was coaching him, he made a drive, left-handed, throws a bullet to the right corner from I went how the hell did he see that? I mean, it was one of those LeBron James. I mean, you have to have special vision to see some of the stuff he sees. But, I used to tell the guys on the team, too, they get a little, pissy. And James is shooting. I said, dude, he can get 20 assists anytime he wants. He's got great vision. But what turns his clock is scoring. He's a scorer. And, you've been with scorers before. Yeah. They want to see that ball go in the net, man. I don't care. He could be, 0 for 2. We could be up 25. He could be going for 50 assists. He wants to see that ball go in. KG was different. KG was just made the right play all the time. At times you'd tell KG, you're hot, just go ahead and shoot it. But someone would pop open, he just hit him. I'd be like, well, that's what he's going to do. He was just, he was brought up playing the game. You would have loved, he would have fit with our team so well.
Oh yeah.
Because if you got hot, Max, he would just keep feeding you. And he's a interesting guy because he doesn't care that much about all the stats. And I've said this before. That dude's got 26,000 points in his career. He's a pass-first player. Max, we played with dudes who never passed and got 12,000 points. He has 26,000 points and is a pass-first dude, which is amazing. James is a scorer with unbelievable vision. And also Kevin really took the challenge defensively. If you went to Kevin, he would come to you a lot of times and say, this guy's hot. Let me have him the last 4 minutes of the game. Or otherwise I'd say to him, come here. Don't get any fouls now because I need you at the end to guard whoever it is. And I want you guarding them with 3 fouls, not with 5 fouls. So just, hey, if you got to let someone go by you, do it in the third quarter because at the end, we're going to win this game. You know how it is, Max. You win a lot of games if you're a good team against other good teams in the last 5 minutes of the game. And you better have your top defenders on their top offensive guys. James didn't like that. James didn't like that dynamic. He was not going to say, let me go have LeBron. Whereas KG would look at you and say, I got LeBron, I'll stop him. You're thinking, I don't know if you'll stop him, but I like the we were dumb enough to say, I got that guy all the time too. We did the same thing, Max. Guy get hot. I remember you saying, I got him. I remember thinking, I'm not sure you got him. That dude's on fire. But it was much more of a mindset. And KG had that mindset of just kind of, like I say, scorers are different, man. And there's nothing wrong with scorers. You need scorers. But KG and from mentally, we're coming from 2 complete different spaces. KG actually got as happy for you scoring than he did he scored. His team scoring just was what it was. James wanted to put up some numbers, and he did, and he does.
I see the way that James kind of, and you in Houston, that the way he left Houston really just soured the way guys are almost forcing themselves out of situations now to other teams. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, you know what? I don't like it, honestly. I just think that, and I have nothing wrong with free agency. I have nothing wrong, but to not play hard and go there and just say, this team sucks. I'm only going to give a half-ass effort. That kind of stuff. You don't do that. If you leave, there's nothing wrong with going to. I don't think there's anything wrong at all. And I had to happen when I was a GM. Guy would come in and just say, look, I don't fit here anymore. Or I want to change. I want to do that. Everything is quiet. I get on the phone with other GMs. You try to make a trade because who wants to have guys there that aren't happy? Who wants to have guys there and say, we can't win here? You know what I mean? And so you do it, but boy, not to go public, Max. I just think there's some things you can't go public with. I just think that just, he had a hell of a run in Houston. I think he got to the conference finals twice, and bottom line was there were just teams better than the Houston Rockets. We played Golden State in the conference finals. My last full year there as a head coach. You know what? We played them hard. They were better than we were. I mean, we fought like hell. We had a couple of games we could have won. We won 1 game. We probably should have won 2, maybe 3. But at the end of the day, you got done with that series. I was like, man, that team is tighter than we are. Their offense, it moves, it's passing. Steph and Clay, all the movement has the defense, on tilt all the time. So they were better. So James had a good run in Houston. It shouldn't have ended the way it did. Now he's going to end up spending all this time, Max, trying to patch up that patch up that breakup. You know what I mean? And it didn't need to be that way. He just needed to go in there quiet, come out, come in shape, bust his butt, play great, and then move him. And then everybody would say, okay. And at the end, you know what? There's nothing wrong with after everything's done, Max, to say, no, I went to management and I want to win a championship and this is where I wanted to go and this is what I did. So I think also, you know, it's like I laugh. It's like the teams we played against, like it would have been hard for me to go play for Philly after all the stuff that we did against them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys were my guys. And I had so much faith in our ability to beat people that I was like, hey, let's line it up and play. Like, I like my odds, man. Now, you know, you guys might be better on paper. You might be, but you know what? We got some stuff here on this group that paper doesn't count on. We had heart. We had the ability to scrap. And, you know, like I